What's up, guys? I'm back home for the weekend from college, and I'm sure you guys are all interested in hearing on my opinions on the latest chapter of One Piece. Now, as I've said before, with school there are, scheduling conflicts, so sometimes I will not have the time to upload, and that just might be the case for the other manga this week. So they may not be uploaded. We'll see. We'll see, depending on my schedule. And so you shouldn't complain about that. You should just be happy that I'm uploading this one. Anyhow, One Piece. This week's chapter was very simple. So spoiler alert first off. Very, very simple chapter. It was pretty much 13 to 14 pages of a flashback, pretty much explaining the whole sort of relationship between Soldier San and this gladiator girl. And then this entire backstory about her mom. We don't know about her dad or anything, but it's just a very simple backstory slash flashback, and I thought it was pretty decent. But again, from a impatient sort of manga reader standpoint, which I know a lot of readers out there are like, it is a rather slow chapter. I mean, quite frankly, the whole chapter was this flashback, and most of it was fairly just standard stuff. Stuff we haven't seen before. I mean, stuff we've seen before in different contexts. Sort of like the hero who raises the child who has been orphaned for whatever reason, and it's a very standard generic story, and so it was touching in certain ways, but not the greatest chapter of One Piece in the world. That's for sure. And if I was like in the middle of One Piece and I knew there was like 300 chapters in front of this that were ready to be read, then I wouldn't make such a big deal out of it. But I guess simply because of the standpoint of that these are coming out every week, and that there's nothing after this and we have to wait another week, it's not the best chapter. But it was very simple, and again, I'm sure certain fans were disappointed that we didn't get like a jam-packed sort of chapter with what we wanted to see, which was more fights, maybe like the big war happening with all the dwarves, maybe just a sort of break from this gladiator fighting. I mean, I'm sure there's people who are annoyed of that as well, but still decent chapter. And that's truly all I have to say about it, because it was such a simple chapter. If I were to ramble on about it, which I could, it would simply be a lot of BS, just talking about how great this chapter is, and I don't think anyone wants to hear that. I don't want to hear it myself. I got stuff to do. So, simple, decent chapter. I am going to give it a numerical rating this time, which I usually don't do. Out of a scale of 10, I would give this a solid 6 out of 10. And that's all I have to say, so peace out. See ya.